Welcome to my humble abode. Um, just finished doing my markups for this week. This week starting February 16th. Today's Monday. Just kind of threw my thoughts together. Honestly, I could already tell it's gonna be a slow week, and I debated even kind of making a video of this. I just I don't know. I guess in my thoughts, I'd rather be more consistent in posting. Just whatever this looks like. I honestly can't really choose what the market's gonna give me or not, but I can say that it's probably even just more helpful just being honest and just kind of transparent about what goes down, in the market, even on weeks that there is nothing to do. So, unfortunately, my last few videos really hasn't been too much. I think the only thing that's been looking decent was Bitcoin, but even that is kind of just ass right now. I told you, like, in my last videos, I've been doing some like grades and stuff just as of my markups and all that. But bro, our best thing we got right now is a C. But I'll kind of go over why, and hopefully, honestly, in the next weeks, months, maybe if it takes that long, that we'll actually get some good cycles, and I could at least use this page to follow those. However that looks, how I could get in and out of trades, how I plan trades, because trading on a higher time frame, not too high, but like I've been taking my entries from like the 30 minute or the 5 minute, so which is a little bit different. Last year I was doing shits off the 1 minute and 30 second for entries, so um, just kind of getting into that. I've also taken a couple months off of from the prop firms and just my live trading from Tradovate, and kind of focusing on. So I haven't been able to trade during New York, and just in doing that, I'm kind of shifting to try to get some. Honestly, hopping on the chart around this time. It's 8:30 right now, but just kind of being more active during like Japan, Tokyo session and stuff. So I've been doing a little bit of extra data collection in terms of just what entries are gonna look like, what to expect, how I can just plan to be profitable during this time period instead. But without further ado, let's hop right into this. So, um, what did I start with? Nasdaq. So, okay, when I say it's like gonna be a really slow week, or like is a slow week, that just kind of means it being Monday. There's nothing really setting up for me right now. So, what I kind of briefly mentioned probably in the last video or two is that for me to even be able to drop to my validation time frame, I need four things to happen. So it's basically just kind of asking myself these questions: Is there a large buy up for this being for a bearish chart? So is there a large buy up? Yes, that coming in right here, or even right here, some type of failure. So we could pay attention to this first. This past cycle, was there a large buy up? Yes. This yellow line I have, this is just kind of validating stage one, that this accumulation or distribution. So I had deleted this yellow line, but this would have been the yellow line about anywhere in this area for this previous chart. So yes, number two would be validation, or like momentum validating that stage one move coming out for stage two. Um, for this one, yes, this would have been here, and then small stage ones and stage two. So just basically these little sideways to burst. Right now, all I've had is one. Yes, this was the buy up or failure, and then it's a stage one chop. Momentum validating this distribution move coming out of stage one. Yes, check. And then right now I'm kind of waiting on some more small stage ones and twos. So for that, I said yes to everything except for the last one. No, because I need one more to happen for it to be plural. So I like to see at least two come out of that right now. I've only had really essentially one, two this is my first one. This is the stage one right here, into stage two, stage one. So after I could get another burst here, I'll be able to at least drop, but haven't been able to do that. So that's why I gave Nasdaq a C. And honestly, yeah, as bad as this kind of is, I still got to stay patient, and that's why it got the C delivery. For gold, it looks good. I mean, this is one really big stage one, to be honest. So like for this, I did have the large buy up, which I would say that was this right here. Um, there hasn't been a clear stage two validation to be proving distribution, if that makes sense. Basically just saying. So I had drew this on. I think I edited it. But so this is where my new line would be. Kind of still, it's just kind of still choppy. I need price to at least get below here to validate. I will say though, I've already had some small stage ones and twos, so I think by the time we get out of this, I'll be ready to drop to my smaller time frame, which would be my 30 minute. Bitcoin. So this had a really good delivery. I think last time we were speaking about it, I just wasn't able to involve myself in any of this, just from not being on the chart. Honestly, that was kind of my own fault. There's a couple moves that had came within here, but basically as soon as they happened, they um, kind of ended up failing anyway. Would have just taken a couple small winners or break evens on these anyway. So I honestly didn't miss much. But yeah, no, this actually delivered really well. I had this kind of drawn out beforehand, and looks like it gave me two and a third momentum block. That fourth one, I just had it drawn out, and instead of delivering it, and went back into chop. So right now, I'm just kind of waiting. This could easily keep going for some more sells. I'm kind of waiting for it to validate this down here, or this could be where we turn around and come back up. But I'm just I've always been a trader that just kind of follows the trend. I don't want to try to call a bottom or anything. I feel like kind of getting into trading, I did that a lot, and I was just taking a bunch of unnecessary losses. So instead of that, we're just deciding to just keep following this. What did I even say with here? I said, yeah. So still following the bias from the other week. Price failed price failed back into chop. So that was up in here. And either this was to continue for sales or to reverse, which is possible. In the meantime, I'm going to be sidelined anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Not gold, oil. This shit's horrible. I was kind of like, I like this delivery. Behind my head, if you could see it, probably not. Hold up. Yeah, I like this delivery a lot. When we was in this leg, I want to say this might have been, yeah, this was the end of January, so this was really good. And ever since it failed, we've just been kind of going back and forth. And when I say chop, it's just the moves cannot hold themselves on the MAs. I use the MAs a lot just to really just see what type of control price has and stuff. I think it's a pretty easier way to kind of decide which side of the market we're on, or kind of who's in control. So the fact that this is kind of going back and forth and just can't really maintain a specific side, it just shows me that if the market can decide, I'm not gonna sit here and try to guess what side I want to be on. Um, this one, what is this? GU. So 6B as a future ticker. I just said it keeps falling again. This is kind of like oil. This looked really good, and ever since then, kind of fell down. Now, there for a minute, bearish was in control, and since kind of going back and forth. Now, I think if I was to pick, I would still be bullish on this, but for the meantime, I'm still pretty sidelined. Just going back to my little Ford checklist and stuff, this was my large sell off. So that was good. And this is kind of my stage one right now. I'm waiting for a move to validate through here. But, until then, just not really anything to do. For JU or 6J, I think it was a couple weeks ago. I liked um, GU a little bit better just because I felt like it was just stronger and holding its move. Wasn't really sure what this large sell off was for, if this actually wanted to turn around or anything. But I think in the meantime we kind of have got back um, in bullish control now. This is a really choppy momentum block, and usually it's not a good sign. But here's my little checklist for this. So large sell off, yes. Um, Large stage one, kind of. This would have been the stage one. It's just kind of chopped, but it wasn't. It kind of just sold down and turned around. So I mean, I guess that's why I said kind of yes. Clear push up out of stage one though. Yes, there was. There was a really clear push up, and then four small stage ones and twos. I said not yet. I mean, honestly, that's just kind of what I'm seeing. I don't really see anything crazy. If this can kind of get going a little bit, then I would say that as well. So I think this was the other chart that I had. Gave a C to, yeah, 6J. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's really nothing. Nothing to do, to be honest. Just kind of waiting. I did want to get, I just wanted to get on here at least to start the week, so that if anything does end up shaping up, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be right back. But nah. In the meantime, literally, it's nothing. There wasn't any trades to be planned from yet, or um, just I don't know, nothing really, nothing for me to do personally, but just sit and wait. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to get something, just keep the page being consistent and stuff. But yeah, hopefully we get back on here. They give me something to work with. So in the meantime, ciao.